new Bad Larry.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the new 2025 relaunched The Amazing Spider-Man series from Joe Kelly and Pepe Larraz. I'm your host, Bad Larry, and first things first, let's rate that cover. The cover is mid at best. It's just not grabbing me, not like the first or second issue. It just isn't enough, if you know what I'm getting at. So far, Spider-Man has been battling the side effects of a drug, Itsy-Bisty, and just about to battle with Hobgoblin, so let's check this issue number 4 out. My issue with these two new characters is that they just aren't memorable. This lady here, I keep having to relook up her name. It just goes in the brain, then leaves. It's the pompous, hyphenated name. She's Peter Parker's boss, but seems too young to be in this role. What's her purpose in this story? She's taken Brian's recommendation, this fella sitting down, to hire Peter Parker, but due to his recent actions wants to immediately fire him. I just don't think that she, Mara, however you say her name, would be that locked in with the activities of such a newly hired employee. This is a huge science-y company. Where are all the other people? Why is she so locked in on Peter Parker? In these modern stories, they try to create normal everyday scenarios and then sprinkle in the superhero stuff. But when Joe Kelly, doesn't nail these basic everyday scenarios, it throws the feel off. Brian here uncovers that Peter was actually really drugged, so this whole scenario is so unlikely to have happened in the real world, it just seems silly. And what we actually came for, Spider-Man fighting Hobgoblin and some security goons. So the big reveal is that the real guy behind the Hobgoblin mask, his name is Kingsley, is drugging his normal sodas and selling them to the public. But how could he do this? How could this even be possible? Why would this business guy go to these lengths knowing so many regulations and oversights would catch him so quickly? Not to mention whistleblowers. I like the art, but this story is unraveling for me. I mean, Spider-Man was drugged up like 3 issues ago. Why is this still problematic for him now? He should be totally past it, in my opinion. The crossover Star Wars bad aim joke by Hobgoblin is boring and played. And then out of the blue, the drug side effects start kicking in again for Peter, creating illusions of the past events Peter had with his new coworker Brian, but when they were kids. Again, the problem with this is that's not how drug side effects work. They just don't pop in and out intermittently. The body eliminates the drug even at a slow rate until it's gone. And with Spider-Man's metabolism and physical exertion, these psycho side effects should be way out of his system even at this high dose Itsy-Bitsy gave him. As Hobgoblin attacks, sure, we see the spidey senses sparkle, but Spider-Man seems totally unfazed, like he doesn't care Hobby is attacking, like it's no big deal. Spider-Man is more concerned with finding this cure to the drug-induced psychosis he's experiencing. Still, the art is clever. The combo of clearly AI-generated backgrounds and the texture on Spider-Man's costume using this Dadaism technique is nice, along with the movement lines to create a blur. It's nice art to create this movement in a stagnant image. The flashback scenes are starting to become non sequitur. Kelly is trying to create a Batman-style emotion like when Bruce Wayne constantly sees his parents gunned down in the alley. But with Peter Parker, it just doesn't fit. I just can't see him so emo and unruly as a kid to how his personality is now. But the art here keeps me interested though. A great depiction of a hard landing. I really like how Pepe is depicting Spider-Man's physique in this run. Lean and cut, but not a caricature of the human form like a lot of the 90s art styles were. Hobgoblin thinks he has an easy kill here, but with Spider-Man, he always adjusts at the last second. Another epic movement panel! The art is saving this book for me so far. Man, I called it earlier. Someone from Rand Corp has called the feds on the soda. This dude, Hobgoblin, really didn't think he could get away with this soda poison for long, did he? I like how Spider-Man is hiding under something like a real spider hides. He overhears the convo and realizes that his old buddy Brian may have put himself on the radar of Itsy-Bitsy and Hobgoblin for that call to the feds. Itsy-Bitsy is working for Hobgoblin and seems to fear him for some reason. I don't know what Hobgoblin has on her, but it seems like it's a big deal. She has to either kill Spider-Man or she will die in his place, I guess. It's so unnerving hearing him inside my head, Itsy-Bitsy keep calling Spider-Man Daddy. Daddy! Ugh, it's gross. And it's make or break time for Spider-Man. It's win or go home at this point. He must get it together in his head. But Spider-Man's mind is shattered with guilt. As his Peter Parker life is such a shit show, it's affecting his Spider-Man performance. Spider-Man feels guilty for losing all the people he cares about as Peter Parker. Man, you gotta let that stuff go, buddy, or it's gonna cost you your life for real. Spider-Man seems totally cooked. It seems like an easy kill for Itsy-Bitsy. I don't like how she refers to her pre-planned speech as a, quote, boss bitch speech. All that is totally played out, but maybe this punch from her will get Spider-Man's head back in the game. Nope, Itsy-Bitsy is literally beating Spider-Man to death, it looks like, and he is stuck in his head going down memory lane when he got wasted for the first time with his good old buddy Brian. The anarchy jacket, the freaktastic 4-bit, all the drinking, it just doesn't fit for Peter Parker. But this is where we are now. And then 3 more pages of more memory lane. It's falling flat for me here. But some may think this is interesting, seeing this younger version of Peter Parker. And I guess when would be the right time to show these backstories? And what Kelly is trying to do here is make Peter even more relatable to both older and new readers. We've all been here in some way, somehow, either as the youth, sick from too much drinking, needing the parental support, or being the parent giving grace to a misled, misguided youth trying to work their shit out. Aunt May uses compassion as a woman of her generation would, while Uncle Ben monitors silently outside the door as he would as well, all culminating in a breakthrough for Peter. But 3 whole pages of this? I don't know. Spider-Man totally throws Itsy-Bitsy off with this hug. You know she's mental as well, man. Any break he can get is still a break. Oh, why does she have the Predator's mouth? The I love you line really got her messed up in the head, man. I tell you, everyone out there is just trying to be seen, just trying to be loved. It's everyone. Now, Spider-Man has Itsy-Bitsy on the ropes. That I love you line has really changed the game. All these arms and legs and swords. Itsy-Bitsy's fighting like a whirling dervish. But Spider-Man is just too fast, too good when he's on his game. I don't know if we needed to see that angle of Spider-Man, but hey, he's winning now bigly. Spider-Man is now focused and knows Itsy-Bitsy's on the crazy train right now. Advantage Spider-Man. But Spider-Man needs to bounce quick. He has wrapped up Itsy-Bitsy in a nice little web, but needs to get to Rand Corporation fast, as his friend Brian is in serious trouble. Because Hobgoblin is after his ass for sure. Brian spilled the beans over a voicemail. The feds know all the details about the poison soda. But not only that, Brian has found the antidote to the poison soda, which makes him doubly dangerous to Hobgoblin. And another to be continued with this drug story. Hopefully it will wrap up in issue number 5, or Kelly will really be milking this story dry to the bone. I love the art. The story is good, but it's starting to lag a bit. But I'm still in for now. But let me know your thoughts down below. Subscribe, hit the like button. Peace.